Hello everyone, my name is Krishnil Singh and I will take this online recording for MM481 Lab 0, which was the introductory labs that we missed. So in that lab session that we missed, we were supposed to carry out research and brainstorming in groups of 3 or 4. So basically we would have divided ourselves into maximum groups of 4 and aim towards creating a work breakdown structure diagram, right, for a certain project. So the project here is that our company Do or Die Investment, right, has started planning work for building a 3-story multiple flat apartment complex. There are 30 studio apartments and 32 bedroom apartments and other details is given. So as the project engineer, we are or you are tasked with creating a schedule for the project. So in order to do that, you must research and brainstorm as a group to complete our work breakdown structure, right? We have to ensure to use appropriate methods to estimate durations, and we also need to research the sub-level tasks involved. And also, if other details are not given, your group can assume that. So the task that we carried out in the lab was, right, we created a work breakdown structure with at least 3 phases, 6 levels, and minimum 20 non-repeating tasks per branch. So first of all, before I show you an example of what a work breakdown structure is, we will go through a bit of theory for the work breakdown structure, right? So what is a work breakdown structure? Right, it is basically breaking your work into smaller tasks, which is a common productivity technique used to make the work more manageable and approachable. For projects, the work breakdown structure is the tool that utilizes this technique and is one of the most important project management documents. It single-handedly integrates scope, cost, and schedule baselines, ensuring that project plans are in alignment. There are few types of work breakdown structure, which are the deliverable based and the phase based. In this particular lab, we are using the phase based work breakdown structure as required by the question. So how to make a work breakdown structure? A good work breakdown structure is created using an iterative process by following steps and meeting those guidelines. First of all, in a group, we must gather the critical documents, right? Gather the critical project documents, and then you have to identify content containing the project deliverables, such as the project charter, the scope statement, and project management plan. And then you have to identify the key team members. You have to identify your appropriate project team members and analyze the documents and identify the deliverables. And then you have to define the level 1 elements. We will go into that when I show you the example. So defining the level 1 elements, right, they will have the summary deliverable description that must capture 100% of the project scope, and then you have to verify 100% of that the 100% of scope is captured. The requirement is commonly referred to as the 100% rule. So then you have to break down the elements. To break down the elements, first of all, you have to begin the process of breaking the level 1 deliverable into unique lower level deliverables. This breaking down technique is called decomposition. And then from there, you have to continue breaking down the work until the work covered in each element is managed by a single individual organization. Ensure that all elements are mutually exclusive. You have to ask question, would any additional decomposition make the project more manageable? If the answer is no, the work breakdown structure is done. And then you have to create a work breakdown structure dictionary. We have not gone till that part yet, right? But we can discuss that. I guess you have to define the content of the work breakdown structure dictionary. The WBS dictionary is a narrative description of the work covered in each element in the work breakdown structure. The lowest level elements in the work breakdown structure are called work packages, right? So I will just show you an example. Of how to create the work breakdown structure, right? So let's say we have our project, the Panama apartment, right? So this upper level here is called level 1, right? So this is what we mean by level 1. So we have 6 levels, right? So this is our major project, the Panama apartment, right? And then from here, this project can be broken down into 3 phases, right? You can, for example, say the beginning of the project, right, where the project team is selected, the project is finalized, the project charter is done, all that can go in there. And then you have the construction phase, right? And then you can have the ending of the project phase, right? But then this is just an example that I am showing you, and we will call this level 2. So then these are the 2 phases that I am talking about, 1, 2, and 3. You can label them, right? So that each phase is distinct on their own. And under the phases, you can have important tasks, right, assigned to that. So I will continue breaking down phase 1, and then you can call that level 3, and then you continue breaking these down here. Call this level 4, and then continue breaking it down. Level 5, continue breaking it down till we reach level 6. We have to also ensure that our tasks are non-repeating. For example, if we have a task mentioned here in phase 1 of the project, that should not also be mentioned in phase 2 of the project. So we should avoid that. So in your exercise, you must have at least 20 non-repeating tasks, right, at 6 levels and 3 phases. Also, another important tip is when brainstorming in a group, try to brainstorm and list down the items that are required in each phases, and then create the work breakdown structure. If you go on to create the work breakdown structure itself, it will take you a very long time. So when you are in group, it is always better to brainstorm and gather all the ideas, and then present it in a form of a work breakdown structure. There is also another important thing. It does not necessarily mean that when you are listing down your work, it should be in order. It can also go the other way around, or it can be mixed up too, right? But not the main tasks. These are the tasks that are listed under the subtasks, which can no longer be broken down. So this was all for the lab that we covered on Friday that some of the students missed. I hope this video helps you. If you have questions, then you can email me on underscore k at usp.ic.fj, or you can come and see me in my office, which is near the mechanical design lab. Thank you very much.